Testing, testing. Is this thing on? Is this thing on? Beard, can you hear me, Beard? Can you hear me? What's happening, y'all? It's your man, Slim Jim Longfoot, a.k.a. the GOAT, King of America. Yo, y'all already know what it is. Yo, hey, guess what? You know what it is. Do I really have to tell you? Do I really have to tell you? I guess I will tell you. Let's go ahead and get to it. But before we do, make sure if you're new here to the channel, or if you old here to the channel, turn on that notification bell. If you're new here, subscribe. Then turn on that notification bell so you can keep up on all things Slim Jim Longfoot. You feel me? Yo, this is part 4. Part 4, part quattro. Yesterday we had trois, aka tres. Then we got 4 quattro. We got part 4 of the 5 levels of greatness going on right now, and it happens to be the physical level. The physical level of greatness, baby. You feel me? We on that physical. We on that physical. Time to get physical. Physical. It's gonna be physical. You right? You feel me? R.I.P. Olivia. You feel me? But yeah. We out here, baby. We getting ready to get physical with it. We ready to get physical with it. Yo, we are at the penultimate video. At the penultimate part of the 5 levels of greatness. We are now on to the physical, baby. On the physical. On the physical. On the physical. On the physical. Now, y'all already know we've been through the spiritual. We've been through the emotional. We've been through the mental. Now we are on the physical level of greatness. And what it is about that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Whether you got all 4 digits, you know, all 4 digits on one hand plus, or all 5 digits, 4 fingers and a thumb, 4 fingers and a thumb, or you missing some digits, or you missing your arms or your legs, or, you know, other parts, you know, eyes, you know, anything, whatever it is. Be grateful, be thankful for what you have to work with, and if you can improve on what you have, then improve on it. And that is part of the physical level. That is part of this physical level of greatness that we got going on. It's just like by the time y'all see this, you know what I'm saying, today is Thursday. It is August the 7th, 2025. As this video premieres, it is my mom's birthday. 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 Happy birthday. Happy heavenly birthday to my mom. She would have been 7 today. 77. 7 and 7 today. 7 and 7. The age that her mom was when she passed. And so, with that being said, you know what I'm saying, my grandmama, my mom's mom, she made it to 77 years of age in this life, in this physical life. She made it to 77 years of age. Had she still been alive now, she would have been, this year, 2025, she would have been 113 years old. She would have been 113 years old. Not too many people can make it to that physical age, that age physically, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like spiritually, you know what I'm saying? Or I should say, you know, as far as time goes, like she was born 113 years ago, but she only made it to the age of 77. My mom would have been 77 years old today. She only made it to the age of 64. And so, with that being said, you sit up and think about, you know, this time that we have here on earth. When it comes to the physical, it is limited, y'all. It is limited. It is limited. It is limited. So that is why when you manifest greatness, you have to make the most of your time that you have here on earth, especially on that physical level. Some of y'all might be on that YOLO tip, you know what I'm saying, that the Canadians spoke on, you know what I'm saying, it's about a decade or so ago. You know, you only live once. That's if you don't believe in anything outside of the physical. If you don't believe in anything outside of the physical, then yeah, you only live once. YOLO. You only live once. YOLO. You feel me? Because you're only thinking about the physical, and you don't see yourself, you know, beyond the physical. But when it comes to manifesting greatness on the physical level, first and foremost, you got 3 levels in front of that you have to have had in tow as well. That spiritual level, that emotional level, and that mental level. Once you have daggone mastered those levels of greatness, then when it gets to the physical level, then you already know that YOLO is an idiotic concept. YOLO is an idiotic concept because you don't just live once. You don't just live once. When you know that you are greatness, when you are greatness, you are greatness, and you are your spirit. Your spirit is immortal. Your spirit is immortal. As I mentioned the other day, you know what I'm saying, on what, part 1, or might have been part 2. I can't remember what part it was right now, but if y'all want to go back, go back. But as I mentioned on one of those parts before this one, that guess what, you know what I'm saying, I am a spirit encased in a meat sack, or, you know, encased in, you know, meat that will one day expire. And that is my physical form. It is limited. It is here for a limited time only. You know what I'm saying? And that is why, you know, while I am here, you know what I'm saying, I am going to manifest greatness to the best of my abilities on the physical level, which means, you know, taking care of my physical, because my physical almost gave out on me, y'all. My physical almost gave out on me over 5 years ago in 2020, which is what started my daily vlog series. Today, my daily vlog is on what, day 1983. My daily vlog is on day 1983 today. And so, you know, 6 days before my first day, you know what I'm saying, was when my body shut down on me. It was getting ready to shut down on me, and I almost stroked up out of here. You know what I'm saying? My physical had reached its limit. It had reached its limit for the way I was treating my body at that time, the way that I was eating, the way the diet that I was, you know, having. It was reaching its limit at that time. And so had I kept on going that route, or had I not, you know, made it to the hospital that day, my physical would have fizzled out, and I would have been dead 5 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Not from no bullet, not from no knife, not from no freak accident, or, you know, this, that, and the third. It would have fizzled out because of how I was treating my body, y'all. It would have fizzled out because of the way I was treating my body, the way that I neglected my physical. And I wasn't on manifesting greatness on my physical. I wasn't exercising like I should have been. I wasn't eating balanced foods as I should have been. I was eating too many carbs, too many sugars, and it took its toll on me and gave me type 2 diabetes. And so those 5 years since, these 5 years of extra life that I've been blessed with, you know what I'm saying, I have been pushing towards those manifestations of greatness, and definitely putting them into play on my physical, making sure that I'm eating more healthier, more balanced, and, you know, not neglecting myself as I was doing before 5 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Because when you neglect your physical, you gonna see it. When you neglect your physical, you gonna feel it. You feel me? You gonna feel that. You know what I'm saying? You gonna feel that. When you smack that, you gonna feel it. When you smack that, you gonna feel it. You gonna feel it. You gonna feel either the pain, or you gonna feel the pleasure of how you feel when you are manifesting greatness on a physical level. When you're I did the juice challenge. I was drinking smoothies for 7 days. Shout outs to Queen's Alchemy, a member of the 1408, amazing content creator herself. You know, a smoothie recipe from a juice recipe from Juicy and Raw with Lala Nutrition, another member of the 1408. God bless her. You know what I'm saying? When you start, you ain't just got to juice or do smoothie stuff. And once again, if you want to know more about that type of stuff, make sure you definitely go check out Queen's Alchemy's channel and Juicy and Raw with Lala Nutrition's channel. You know what I'm saying? If you want to if you want to take your physical to another level, to that level of greatness that it deserves to be on. You know what I'm saying? They ain't saying just eat vegan and stuff like that. You eat balanced. You eat balanced foods. I ain't telling you to go vegan. I ain't telling you to just go all meats or carbs or whatever the case is like that. I am not a licensed physician. I am not no doctor, guru, saint, whoever, you know what I'm saying, as I mentioned the other day, you know what I'm saying, I'm not none of them things. I'm just me. I'm just Slim Jim Longfoot, aka the GOAT, King of America. And I am doing, you know what I'm saying, this GOAT physicalities upon myself because I know, you know what I'm saying, where I was at 5 years ago, over 5 years ago, and where I'm going right now. You know what I'm saying? I like to think that I don't consider myself being in the greatest health of my life. I was probably in the greatest health of my life, probably around 2021, 2022. But you know what I'm saying? But as of right now, I know I'm better now than I was over 5 years ago. I know I'm better now than I was on February the 27th, 2020. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I don't know, y'all tell me. But then again, looks can be deceiving. You know what I'm saying? I could be worse than I was in. But no, I know I'm not worse because if I was worse, I'd be dead. You feel me? So that part. So when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, manifesting that greatness, and you know, I mean, like, hey, you take it for what it is. What to you is manifesting greatness on a physical level? Is it working out every day? You know what I'm saying? Is it, you know, eating balanced foods every day, or being vegan? What to you will be manifesting greatness on the physical level? Because, you know what I'm saying, everybody, of course, obviously is different when it comes to their physicalities. You know what I'm saying? You know, you might have, you know, DNA, you know what I'm saying, or hereditary traits that may stop you from being as physically fit as you need to be or want to be. But if that's not what's stopping you, what is stopping you? Obviously, I know that money can get in the way of things because, you know what I'm saying, if you can't afford to eat well, then, you know what I'm saying, that's a whole nother situation, which is why we're going to get into part 5. You know, part 5 happens to be the financial level, right? Right, that part. And so, you know, I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying, when we talk about the physical, man, it's always, it's forever touchy because it's a lot of us, you know what I'm saying, whether we're in shape or not, you know what I'm saying, we're not completely at the best physical that we want to be at. You know, everybody who is at a physical level, for you, if you could walk around naked every day, would you walk around naked with the body you have now, or would you want your body to be different? Those are, of course, the questions that you ask yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, would you feel comfortable walking around naked? You know what I'm saying? Of course, obviously, if you're home alone, you would probably do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe you would, maybe you wouldn't. But, you know what I'm saying? If you could just walk around with just women with a sports bra on or men with no shirt on, you know, are you comfortable doing that? Do you enjoy where you're at physically? You know what I'm saying? Some of us may do. Some of us may not. But you know what I'm saying? It's all up to you. You know what I'm saying? And so where do you want to take yourself when it comes to the physical level? How do you manifest greatness on the physical level? You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, you put yourself, you know, we just talked about the mental. Part 3 was the mental. Part 3 was the mental. So first things first, you got to have yourself mentally ready to be wherever you are right now. And if you're trying to go further, if you're trying to manifest greatness on the physical level, and if you don't feel like you're there yet, then it's time to get there. It's time to go ahead and do what it's going to take to get you where you want to be. To get you where you want to be. You feel me? So if you need to do some sit-ups, you're trying to get your stomach down, and that means you got to start doing some sit-ups. You got to start doing some squats if you want to get your legs right. You know what I'm saying? You got to start doing and lifting some weights to get your biceps popping, or whatever the case is. Or, you know, you want to slim down, walk. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's around the house or if it's around your neighborhood, you know, whatever the case is, you know what I'm saying? Put that into your routine if you are trying to manifest greatness on a physical level, and if you're not where you want to be physically just yet. So that's my little TED talk on that. You feel me? And I hope y'all enjoyed that. So with that being said, y'all, this was part 4. This was the 4th level of greatness, aka the physical level of greatness. You know what I'm saying? Manifesting greatness on the physical level. I hope that y'all enjoyed this. Comment below You know what I'm saying? What it's gonna take for you. What it's gonna take for you. If you are already there, if you are already at a level of greatness on the physical level, then let others know, you know, what got you to that point right there that you're at right now. And, you know, how are you maintaining that? Because don't forget, we manifest that greatness. Then we maintain that greatness. And then we motivate others to be great. You feel me? You see how all that worked out there? That part. Anyway, we up out of here, y'all. I will see y'all tomorrow for part 5, part 5, which is the financial level of greatness. It's your boy Slim Jim Longfoot, aka the GOAT, King of America. We out, y'all. One love, one love, one love.